Our Region's Business is sponsored by PNC for the Achiever in You. Welcome to Our Region's Business with your host, Bill Flanagan.
Today on Our Region's Business, water everywhere around here, and it could be a big economic opportunity for our region. We'll find out about a new initiative to make the most of it. Plus, the do's and don'ts of social media for managers and for workers. But first, gearing up to jumpstart companies that want to make things. It's happening right now. A startup accelerator in Pittsburgh's East Liberty neighborhood, operated by Innovation Works, which modeled the program on the success of its AlphaLab. Stop by on a busy weekday afternoon and you'll find teams of inventors and entrepreneurs tinkering away on everything from 3D printing kiosks that are taking toy making into toy stores, and new materials that may make carbon fiber technology affordable for consumer products. It's all happening at AlphaLab Gear, and all the entrepreneurs are gearing up for their demo day next month. Ilana Diamond is the managing director of AlphaLab Gear, and Dick Zhang is CEO of one of those fledgling companies called Identified Technologies. Welcome. Good to have you both here.
Thanks for having us.
Well, let's start first with exactly what the idea is behind AlphaLab Gear, Ilana.
Well, AlphaLab Gear is an accelerator program for startups, and the idea is to take companies that are in a fledgling state and really help them get to the point where they are ready to raise additional funding that they'll need to really scale their business. So we get them through those early stages of prototype development, validation of the market and customer, and get them ready to the point where they can just scale and get going.
And so these companies, what, they apply to participate in this? They're from all over the country, right?
Yeah, they are. We have folks from Boston, New York, Puerto Rico. Dick is from Philly, and they do apply, and we jokingly say it's harder to get in than the Ivy League.
All right, very good. Well, Dick, how about it from your side? You're from Philadelphia. You're not quite as far away, but what was your interest in applying for AlphaLab Gear?
Yeah, so we had started this company back in Philadelphia almost 2 years ago. We had gotten involved with one of the robotics labs there, the GRASP lab. And then we'd been going along for a couple of months, and one of our contacts introduced us to IW, and then we managed to get in contact with Ilana and the team here. And then it was just through talking to them on the phone for not even 15 minutes, we heard about all the the resources they had for us with people in IW, people within the tech community, as well as resources they had within the investor community, the customer community, and then of course there's the physical resources, right? Office space and the financial support never hurt.
Right, and we've got a little bit of video that show you operating part of your technology. So what's Identified Technologies all about, and what are we seeing here with the helicopter?
Yeah, so oil and gas companies today, they have to monitor and conduct leak detection on their pipelines multiple times every year, month, and every week. You've got construction companies that are conducting surveying on their sites and conducting mapping multiple times every week, and then you've got farms and agricultural organizations that are conducting crop health monitoring and looking for irrigation leaks and looking for disease. And right now, the best way for them to get this data is through boots on the ground along a pipeline. It's through hiring out a helicopter or an airplane, or it's through satellite imagery, which could be wildly expensive or take a long time to get the information that you need. So at Identified Technologies, we develop these robots that can go out and get this information for these companies, do it far more frequently than they'd be able to get it otherwise, and do it at a fraction of the cost.
Wow, pretty cool idea. That's the kind of idea you're looking for,
Absolutely,
right?
absolutely.
So when these companies come to Pittsburgh, what do they get? I mean, beyond just the office space and some help.
Well, they get investment. We invest in each of them up to $50,000. And the main thing I think that they get is mentorship. Pittsburgh is a great community in the sense that folks who've had the experience starting a business, raising money, exiting and starting another business, they're really excited to help new businesses. And so we have over 100 mentors, many of whom have done that, have been ex-CEOs. We have folks who are investors, and then we have subject matter experts, because unlike software, hardware companies need help with supply chain, design for manufacture, all the things that it takes to actually create a product and a company and get that product into the hands of consumers.
It has to be invaluable to get that kind of support and advice.
Yeah, invaluable. You got it exactly right, to have people that have done this before. give the advice and the feedback and tell you things that they wish they had known the first time around.
Do you feel like you're accelerating as a result of your involvement? It's kind of an academic year program, right?
Yeah. So it's just shy of a year long, and I'll be honest, when we first come across this whole accelerator incubator concept, I'd seen the value, like I could understand the value that would be added to this sort of program, or that this program could add. And then we came here, and within the first month, it was extremely clear the sort of help that that an organization like AlphaLab Gear and Innovation Works could supply to a company like us, and the stage that we're at. So it's been a wonderful opportunity.
Well, and I see you got a ping pong table right there in the middle of the place. Sounds like it's fun too. It's not all work, right?
Yeah, and there's actually something to be said for that. There's a lot to be said for this fraternal aspect of getting a lot of people that are very passionate about what they're doing, get them all in this one space. The community supports us as people trying to create these companies. It's invaluable to be in this space where it's 4 a.m. On a Wednesday night or Thursday morning, right? And you're struggling, things aren't working the way you'd hope they were. It just helps so much to have 4 other people down the line of garages that are also struggling on their projects. You could take a break, go over ideas with each other, and solve these problems. So
really share the pain as well as the pleasure.
Exactly.
Well, only a few seconds left, but I assume one of our hopes is you're bringing in the best and the brightest, all these great ideas from across the country. I would assume the real agenda here is to keep these companies in Pittsburgh.
Absolutely, and that has worked.
Yeah.
The companies that have come from other places are really excited about the community. They've established relationships with their mentors. In many cases, they've gotten their first customers here, as Dick has, and they're excited about building their companies right here. And many of them have already started to hire people.
That's what we like to hear. Ilana Diamond from AlphaLab Gear, Dick Zhang from Identified Technologies. Thank you both so much. Appreciate it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Next up, making the most of our region's water resources through innovation. Stay with us.